In contemporary times, yo-yos serve multiple purposes for people of all ages. Recreation and hobby. Many people enjoy yo-yoing as a recreational activity and hobby. It provides entertainment, relaxation, and a sense of accomplishment as individuals learn new tricks and improve their skills. Competitive sport. Yo-yoing has evolved into a competitive sport with various tournaments, contests, and championships held worldwide. Competitive yo-yo players showcase their skills, creativity, and technical proficiency in freestyle routines and judged events. Fitness and coordination. Yo-yoing can improve hand-eye coordination, dexterity, and fine motor skills. It offers a fun and engaging way to stay physically active while mastering intricate maneuvers and tricks. Social interaction. Yo-yoing often brings people together, fostering a sense of community and camaraderie among enthusiasts. Yo-yo clubs, meetups, and online forums provide opportunities for people to connect, share tips, and learn from one another. Artistic expression. Yo-yoing allows individuals to express themselves creatively through their unique style, trick combinations, and choreographed routines. Many yo-yo players incorporate elements of dance, music, and theatrics into their performances, adding depth and personality to their craft. Education and outreach. Yo-yos are used as educational tools in schools, youth programs, and outreach initiatives to teach principles of physics, geometry, and problem solving. They promote science, technology, engineering, and mathematics learning in a hands-on and interactive way. Collecting and trading. Yo-yo enthusiasts often collect vintage, limited edition, and custom-designed yo-yos as prized possessions. The yo-yo community values unique designs, craftsmanship, and historical significance, leading to a thriving market for yo-yo collectors and traders. The yo-yo is considered one of the oldest toys in history, dating back over 2,500 years. The earliest were made of terracotta, wood, or metal. The word yo-yo is believed to come from the Filipino language Tagalog, meaning come back. The modern yo-yo was popularized in the 1920s by Pedro Flores, who started the yo-yo manufacturing company in California. Donald F. Duncan, Sr., bought the Flores Yo-Yo Company in 1929 and began mass-producing yo-yos, making them a worldwide craze. The Duncan Yo-Yo Company is still one of the most well-known yo-yo manufacturers today. The first world contest was held in London in 1932. Yo-yoing experienced a resurgence in the 1990s with the introduction of new tricks and styles. The longest recorded sleep for over 51 minutes. The fastest recorded speed for over 15,000 revolutions per minute. Have been used in scientific research to study physics principles such as angular momentum and gyroscopic stability. The Guinness World Record for the most 26 in motion. Yo-yos are often used in schools as a teaching tool for physics concepts. The shape of a modern, known as a butterfly shape, was popularized in the 1960s for its ability to perform more advanced tricks. The sleeper is a basic trick where spins at the end of the string without returning. Other basic tricks include walk the dog, rock the baby, and around the world. Advanced tricks include split the atom, gyro flop, and iron whip. Strings are typically made of polyester or cotton and come in various thicknesses and lengths. Are used in competitive sports known as yo-yo contests, where players perform routines and are judged on skill and execution. The World Contest is the premier yo-yo competition, featuring players from around the world competing in various categories. There are many different styles, including 1A single yo-yo string tricks, two-handed looping, 2 yo-yos in one hand, off-string and counterweight. Yo-yoing has become a form of artistic expression, with players incorporating dance and music into their routines. The World Contest has been held in countries such as the United States, Japan, Iceland, and China. Has a strong online community, with forums, websites, and social media pages dedicated to the hobby. Inducted into the National Toy Hall of Fame in the United States. Used in advertising for products and brands, such as Coca-Cola and McDonald's. Can be a form of meditation and stress relief for some people. Yo-yoing is a low-impact physical activity that can improve hand-eye coordination and dexterity. Yo-yoing has been used as a form of therapy for people with disabilities, helping improve coordination and motor skills. The longest recorded marathon yo-yo session is over 30 hours. Used in marketing campaigns to promote tourism and cultural events. contest has helped popularize yo-yoing in countries around the world. The longest recorded human-powered yo-yo is over 66 feet long. Are often used in magic tricks and illusions. Has been featured in books and documentaries exploring its history and cultural significance. Are often used in team-building exercises and group activities. Advertising campaigns to promote healthy lifestyles and physical activity. Yo-yo contest features a yo-yo artist category for players who incorporate artistic elements into their routines. Often used in circus workshops to teach juggling and other circus skills. Often used in talent shows and competitions as a unique and impressive skill. The World Yo-Yo Contest has a fixed axle challenge where players compete using only traditional wooden yo-yos. Strings are designed to be easily adjustable, allowing players to customize their length for different tricks. Has a Yo-Yo Historian Award for individuals who research and document yo-yo history. Used in community events and festivals as a fun and interactive activity. Used in workshops and seminars to teach creativity and problem-solving skills. Has a sport ladder division where players compete using a standardized set of tricks. The World Yo-Yo Contest has a looping division where players focus on looping tricks with responsive yo-yos. Strings are made from a single strand of material to ensure uniformity and consistency. Often used in summer camps and youth programs as a fun and engaging activity. Yo-yoing has been used in motivational speaking to inspire creativity and innovation. In 1985, the yo-yo was taken aboard the Space Shuttle Discovery by astronaut Toyohiro Akiyama. He performed yo-yo tricks in microgravity, demonstrating the toy's versatility and entertaining fellow crew members. John Lucky Meisenheimer has a collection of 4,586 different yo-yos. Lucky first became fascinated by yo-yos at junior high school during the 1971 craze. Later, when he went to medical school, he began playing with yo-yos as a means of relaxation between classes. From that point, Lucky became so dedicated to the art of yo-yo collecting that he self-published a book called Lucky's Collector's Guide to 20th Century Yo-Yos. The most yo-yo Eli hops completed in 30 seconds is 71 and was achieved by Hiroyuki Suzuki on the set of Shiaway's no Kiroi Koinu in Nagoya. The largest simultaneous yo-yo was achieved by 2,036 participants at an event organized by Omega Corporation and Boys Life magazine at the 2010 National Scout Jamboree in Fort A.P. Hill. On September 15, 2012, Beth Johnson demonstrated the world's largest yo-yo in Cincinnati, Ohio, USA. Measuring 3.6258 m in diameter and weighing 2,095.6 kilograms, the disc plunged 36.5 m on a rope attached to a 68-ton crane before successfully rebounding. The most consecutive yo-yo inside loops in 1 minute is 151 set by Aaron Sparks during the Christmas in July event at Camden Town Hall, in London, UK, on July 6, 2010. This record was tied by Naoshi Terasawa aka performer Naoki Japan in Iwakura, Aichi, Japan on February 13, 2022. Naoshi Terasawa is a serial record holder and has challenged many of yo-yo records in Guinness World Records. Brad Byers hit a 10.35mm aspirin tablet placed on his assistant's ear using a yo-yo. The Brent Stole is an advanced yo-yo trick where the yo-yo is thrown under the player's arm and caught on the opposite side of the body. There are also different variations of the reverse Brent Stole and neck stole. When the string goes over the neck. Used to captivate people of all ages worldwide, with enthusiasts constantly pushing the boundaries of what is possible with this timeless toy. Yo-yoing has been featured in several movies, including The Purple Rose of Cairo and The Karate Kid. Some yo-yo enthusiasts participate in yo-yo modding, where they customize yo-yos with weight rings, silicone response pads, and other modifications. Yo-yo competitions often include categories for different age groups and skill levels, such as open, amateur, and professional. Some yo-yo players have achieved celebrity status, appearing in commercials, television shows, and even performing on stage. The grind is a trick where the yo-yo spins against a surface, such as the player's finger or arm, while still attached to the string. Competitions include divisions for team routines, where multiple players perform synchronized tricks together. The World Yo-Yo Museum in Chico, California, houses a vast collection of historic and contemporary yo-yos, documenting the toy's cultural significance. The yo-yo has been recognized as a symbol of resilience and balance, representing the ups and downs of life. The Trick-A-Day Challenge is a popular online trend where yo-yo players showcase a different trick each day, inspiring creativity and skill development. The snap start is a technique where the player flicks their wrist to spin the yo-yo, eliminating the need for a traditional throw. Those have been used as tools for meditation and mindfulness practice, requiring focus, concentration, and rhythmic movement. The boomerang is a trick where the yo-yo returns to the player's hand after traveling in a circular path away from the body. The first patent for a yo was granted to James L. Haven and Charles Hattrick in 1866. Ball-bearing yo-yos feature a ball-bearing mechanism for longer spin times and smoother play. Hub stacks have additional bearings in the sides of the yo-yo, allowing for unique tricks and maneuvers. Competitions often feature freestyle routines where players showcase their skills to music. The Brain Yo-Yo, introduced by Duncan in 1984, features an automatic return mechanism that makes it easier for beginners to perform tricks. The Fireball Yo-Yo, also introduced by Duncan, is designed for intermediate to advanced players and allows for longer spin times. Released 5 years after the original yo-yo with a brain, the Fireball featured a transaxle, a plastic sleeve made of Teflon placed over the yo-yo's metal axle. The sleeve also has a groove where the string could be attached. This component allowed the yo-yo to spin 3 times longer than yo-yos that have a fixed axle, thus giving players a bit more time to complete advanced tricks. The Fireball also became a very popular yo-yo for looping, especially during the yo-yo boom of the 1990s, and was even released in the Japanese Hyper Yo-Yo line. Some 2A players modified their Fireball for professional level 2A looping play. It was also popular for promotions, ranging from player teams to yo-yo retailers and even contests. Even to this day, it is one of Yomega's flagship yo-yos, alongside the Brain and the roller-bearing-equipped Raider. The Imperial Yo is a classic design characterized by its narrow profile and high rim weight. Response system. The response system is what makes the yo-yo return to the player's hand or wake up. How a response system works. When you throw the yo-yo, the grip of the response system on the string is what transmits the force from the string to the yo-yo body to start the yo-yo spinning as it falls. A yo-yo with little response may feel like it slips as it falls, due to not having enough grip on the string to make it start spinning sufficiently. The response system also affects how the yo-yo returns. Some yo-yos return at the slightest tug on the string, some require a rather sharp tug, and some do not return at all unless you wrap the string around the axle. To understand why a response system is so important, let's first discuss what happens when the yo-yo returns. It's not so much the tug itself, but the moment that the string is slack for after the tug. During this moment, the string starts to wind around the axle 2 to 3 times until it is firmly wedged between the halves of the yo-yo. From that point on, the momentum of the yo-yo is transformed to vertical movement up the string. This is why a yo-yo that is still spinning but only slowly will not return. Types of response systems. During the first moment of slackness, however, there has to be some sort of friction that causes the string to make those crucial first windings around the axle. The following section describes the different ways to achieve this. In fixed axle yo-yos, this friction usually comes directly from the axle. This is enough to tightly wind up the string. Plastic yo-yos with fixed metal axles often combine this with a starburst. Starbursts. A starburst is a raised, star or asterisk-shaped figure around the axle that slightly protrudes from the inner wall of the string gap. It is meant to provide a good grip once the string touches it. The disadvantages of a starburst are that they are sometimes noisy when the string touches them during play, and that they can wear out with time if the plastic used in the manufacturing of the yo-yo is too soft. The Team Loci Cherry Bomb was notorious for this. Once the starburst is gone, there is no way of replacing it. Another problem is that it is very difficult to add these to aluminum yo-yos, because you can't create them on a lathe. Popular for looping yo-yos and beginners models, even today. The starburst was originally proposed by a Dunkin' employee sometime in 1950, and since then, starbursts were the be-all and end-all for the yo-yo's response system. Reverse starbursts. While a starburst protrudes into the yo-yo's gap, the reverse starburst, patented by Playmax, is an arrayed series of radial grooves or cuts that are recessed into the inner surfaces of the yo-yo. This made for a much milder response system that eliminated many of the disadvantages of traditional starbursts. It was also a much easier modification for the average user to implement to his own yo-yos. As a sharp cutting tool was all she needed to add radially spaced cuts or grooves into the inner surfaces of both plastic and metal yo-yos. The original Henry's Viper was a common recipient of just such a modification. Brake pads. Playmax refined the reverse starburst concept by adding rubber pads with arrayed teeth that form a starburst pattern around the bearing. This brake pad technology was also patented by Playmax and was one of the first modern systems that used replaceable pad stickers. The rubber pads with adhesive backing are set into the yo-yo halves and provide an additional level of friction to catch the string, thus providing responsiveness. The brake pads eventually lose their response over time and need replacement. And the rough surface of worn pads prevents the yo-yo from being quite as smooth on the string as some other response systems. This became the basis of all modern response pad systems. Brake pads are still used in the Dunkin' Dragonfly and Bumblebee yo-yos, and especially the new Ignite looping yo-yo. Friction sticker. Though patented in Great Britain in 1984, friction stickers did not gain real popularity until the late 1990s when the production of aluminum yo-yos increased greatly. Unlike reverse starbursts, which are permanent, and brake pads, which require a yo-yo designed to use them, these thin circular sheets of rubber or cloth can be applied to the inner surfaces of almost any yo-yo to increase responsiveness and then, if desired, removed. Major advantages of these is that they can be replaced when worn out, or exchanged for a different kind of material, if you do not like the feel of the particular kind your yo-yo came with. One can even mix different kinds on one yo-yo. They can be either mounted on the inner wall or recessed into it. O-ring. O-rings are rubber rings that sit in a groove around the axle. They function the same as friction stickers, but they last longer. They are a staple in Yo-Yo Jam yo-yos. Silicone has gained widespread popularity during the last several years as a material for response systems. It is available as flowable liquid silicone or as ready-made response pads and/or O-rings. While the stickers or rings just replace their rubber counterparts, flowable liquid silicone is usually injected in the recess and left to dry. Afterwards, any excess is shaved off using a sharp knife. Yo-yos with recessed silicone response systems are generally considered to be for advanced and even professional level players who enjoy very little response and use a bind to return the yo-yo. Hybrid response systems. The term hybrid is used for a response system that mixes any of these systems, most notably the mix of one O-ring and one starburst made popular by Yo-Yo Jam. The Maverick yo-yo, also from Yomega, is a high-performance aluminum yo-yo favored by competitive players. The Yo-Yo Jam Dark Magic 2 yo-yo is known for its hybrid response system and adjustable gap width. This man just solved a Rubik's Cube while a yo-yo was sleeping. There are tons of other feats just like this, and you can read more about people have the fastest throwdown time, which I thought was an honor reserved for Vin Diesel. The Yo-Yo Factory Shutter Yo-Yo, designed in collaboration with world champion Gentry Stein, is favored by many professional players. The Dunkin' Barracuda Yo-Yo features a unique concave bearing and wide profile for exceptional stability and spin times. Horizon Yo-Yo is designed for horizontal play, featuring a wide and low-profile shape. Yo-Yo Jam Legacy 3 Yo-Yo is a versatile option for players of all skill levels, featuring a responsive and unresponsive bearing. The Yo-Yo Factory Replay Pro is a budget-friendly option favored by beginners and advanced players alike. DV888 Yo-Yo, compact and affordable option that is ideal for practicing basic tricks. Protostar Yo-Yo is made of polycarbonate material and features a wide shape for stable play. The word yo-yo was mired in controversy after a 1965 lawsuit. Today, with so much talk surrounding intellectual property, licensing, and trademarks, it's hard to imagine this would have happened today. But in 1965, a federal judge ruled that the Duncan family could no longer retain the trademark to the term yo-yo. Competitors had struggled to be successful without using the name, and in this landmark case it was ruled that yo-yo had become common language, and as such, Donald Duncan's trademark was no longer valid. It's pretty nuts to think that such a ruling could happen, but hence the controversy. Sadly, the resulting legal expenses and other pressures forced the Duncan family to sell off the rights to Flambeau Inc. later on to continue the sale of yo-yos, having gained access to the associated trademarks and Duncan name. And the rest is history. Loop 720 Yo-Yo is designed specifically for two-way play, featuring a responsive bearing and adjustable gap width. Mighty Flea Yo is one of the smallest yo-yos ever made, measuring just 25.3 mm in diameter. Horizon Ultra is designed for extreme horizontal play, featuring a wide and low-profile shape for optimal stability. Edge Beyond Ultra Yo is an updated version of the original Edge Beyond, featuring a bimetal design and enhanced performance characteristics. The Marco Pavato Signature Yo-Yo is the signature model of European champion Marco Pavato, featuring a wide and stable design for competition play. Most World Yo-Yo Contest titles. Shinji Saito from Japan holds the record for the most World Yo-Yo Contest titles. He has won the 2A division double-handed looping 13 times, making him one of the most decorated yo-yo players in history. Overall, yo-yos continue to captivate people of all ages with their timeless appeal, offering a blend of entertainment, skill building, and social connection in today's fast-paced world.